All right, everybody, welcome out to the Lager Guys Craft Beer Show. It is Tuesday, February the 3rd, 2026. Jersey Johnny coming at you. With me, as always, is none other than Mr. Beer Samurai. What are you eating tonight, Mr. Samurai?
Well, I'm eating some carrot cake because it's National Carrot Cake Day.
It is Happy National Carrot Cake Day to those who celebrate.
I think I don't know, maybe a little too much icing.
You know, if the icing's good, though, you can never have too much icing on a piece of carrot cake. As long as you have enough cake, let's put it that way.
As long as you have enough cake. I don't know. That's pretty good. It's better than I thought it was going to be. Anytime that you get like that plump of that big hunk of icing on the top that looks like a carrot, I'm always a little suspicious of it.
I got you. Well, it's just the same thing with,
food coloring.
Food coloring, or maybe it's a real carrot that they,
No.
they developed. They hybrid grew it with cream cheese.
With Gruit?
With cream cheese.
Oh,
grew it.
Oh, this is one of the ones that has a little bit of coconut in it.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That's not bad.
You like red velvet?
Well, here's the thing about red velvet. Red velvet to me, the only thing about red velvet,
it's carrot cake with
it's food dye. It's food dye.
It was like carrot cake per se. It's just a
it's got the same frosting as carrot cake, but it's yellow cake with red food dye with carrot cake frosting.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. I think maybe there's a little sour cream in the thing to give it a slightly different flavor, but
and have the cake be a little bit more moist too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan. I prefer chocolate cake, frankly.
Yeah, I do too. A nice piece of chocolate cake with the carrot cake frosting. That might be good.
No, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it might be. I'm not saying it is. I'm saying it might be.
Actually, there was when I was a kid, my grandparents would always get this. They'd always get the same cake for everybody's birthday. It was like a devil food cake with whipped cream icing, with whipped cream as the icing, and shaved chocolate curls on top of it.
Nice.
There was a place called oh my god, did I forget the name of it? It was in Manasquan. The French name, not Le Cafe, but something along those lines.
Holy in crap. Manasquan?
Yeah, Manasquan. Like if you're on, it's no longer there. It's long.
Was it on Main Street?
No. It wasn't. It was on 35. Is that what the? Yeah. So it's like you're coming from like where that big circle is now that goes to Point Pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going through Manasquan. There used to be a dealer on the left there that sold Bricklins.
Yep.
Remember those gold wing things with all different colors on them? They got pulled over all the time by the cops.
It was near. It was before you got to the circle by
Peddler's Village.
Peddler's Village.
No, it was past that.
Okay.
So you keep going past that, and then there was like this strip mall on the left that was just like brown brick. And it was in that Le Chalet. That's it.
Le Chalet.
That was a great cake. A really good cake. But
nice. Cool. All right.
So
it is also
that ends the cake portion of today's show.
And now for the soup portion. Happy National Homemade Soup Day.
What was the last soup you ever made?
Last soup I personally ever made?
You personally.
Or personally ever homemade soup I personally ever had?
No, you made. What part of the word made are you having trouble with here?
Does chili count as soup?
No, it's a stew.
I see what you did there. Last soup I made, homemade soup, had to be just a chicken noodle soup time.
Yeah, there's nothing damn wrong with a chicken noodle soup. Last one I did was probably ramen noodle soup.
Yeah, sure.
I've shown you pictures of the ramen I do. I get all kinds of fancy with the ramen now, with that like with the slightly undercooked boiled egg in there, and get everything.
Well, so the yolk is jammy.
Yep.
And it's almost like a soft boiled egg, but not quite. A little bit more, like halfway between soft boiled and hard boiled.
Correct.
Medium boiled.
Medium boiled, as probably Tom would call it, right?
Right.
It's medium over and medium this. Anyway, but yeah, little strips of bok choy in it and red bell pepper.
I love a good ramen.
Yeah. Oh, I make a good ramen. Of the soup that I make for the ramen now, I've got pretty much perfected.
I've had great ramen in New York plenty of times, and there's a couple of good ramen places in Jersey too. But one of, and I won't say it's the best, but one of the best ramen bowls I ever had.
Yep.
It's actually in Milwaukee.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it just the bowl, or was it the soup too? Was good.
The soup and everything. Yeah. So everything was good. Yeah.
It was a really cool bowl that you appreciated.
It wasn't just the bowl. No, it was the soup in it too. Exactly. Anyway,
I don't know if this is technically ramen.
Yeah, sure.
If you're ever in Parsippany, there's a place called Shan Shan Noodles.
Mm-hmm.
And the spicy noodle soups that they have. First of all, the first thing that's going to happen is one of the pepper flakes is going to hit the back of your throat and you're going to start to cough.
Of course.
Every newbie, this happens to them. The people that work there, they don't know you. They're standing by. Mm-hmm. They're waiting.
They're ready for it. All right, got your water. Got your bread. We're set. Yeah.
Oh, and they're great there. They're absolutely great there. I definitely recommend Shan Shan. Good stuff.
Yeah, sure. I got a couple comments here. Before we get to the comments, though, I'm thirsty. And folks, in case you didn't read the post,
I forgot to write here.
In case you didn't read the post and you aren't aware, tonight is just the two of us show. It is just the two of us. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Got a few things. Yeah, we do actually. Got a whole laundry list of things to discuss. So we'll be talking about that. It's not just going to be a free for all. You and I just, just coming up with things to chat about or whatever. But depending on how many comments we have, anybody out there listening live, comment in, please. We will definitely take all your comments. But it isn't just a two of us show. But on that note, what are you drinking tonight, sir? What are you starting with?
Well, starting with a boat beer because I haven't had one in a while.
Okay.
And this weekend I saw empty cans of boat, and I thought that was kind of sad. But so I've got my can of boat here, and I'm drinking it straight out of the can. I like my 12-ounce boat cans right out of the can. Boat beer.
You like it in the can?
Boat, only if it's 12 ounces.
You like 12 ounces of boat.
16s is too much in the can.
Yeah, I can imagine. Or do I want to not imagine?
Yeah, probably best not to. Okay. But what's interesting is that IPAs and carrot cake actually go together really damn well.
They do work together.
Well, so the IPA will cut into the sweetness of the icing.
Fair enough.
And the hops will work with the spices in the carrot cake, and you'll tone down the hops in the IPA a little bit. It's really it's a neat effect that you get. What are you starting with?
Very nice. I am starting with something that I've wanted to have for a couple of weeks and didn't have an occasion to have it. So I figured tonight, and I'll explain why in a moment. Or I'll just say it now. It's Frost Beer Works from Heinsberg, Vermont. Frost Beer Works Brown Ale. No name, no frost. It's a brown ale, but look what it's brewed with.
Maple syrup.
There you go. Can you imagine why I wanted some of this now?
Huh.
And that's a beautiful brown ale. Look at that.
I've got a problem.
Uh-oh. Got a bio break already?
No, I can't find my normal bottle opener.
Hey, you can have mine. Oh my God, that's fantastic.
No, I'll use my tiki one.
There you go. Wow, hold on a minute. This is delicious.
Huh.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
I wonder if I brought it back. I may not have brought it back with me for the bottle share.
That would suck. So I decided tonight I'm having 3 brown ales.
Okay, is that in honor of all the brown snow out there?
It is quite truly in honor. It's 2 for 1, right? It's in honor of all the brown snow out there, but it's also in honor.
Oh, excuse me.
Are you all right there?
I'm just belching.
How was that carrot cake?
No. You know how carbonated this stuff is.
Yeah, well.
You should have. We did the can chug of this once at the brewery.
Yep.
You should have heard the belches.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Oof! That was impressive.
But
anyway,
so I'm doing it because of the brown snow out there, of course, and the fact that one of my favorite styles is brown ales, and I started with this one, of course, with maple syrup. They're all American brown ales.
Are they all adjunct?
They're not all. They're 2 of them are. I think just the 2 of them are. Hold on. The third one is not. The third one is just an American brown ale. So,
Okay.
but
No, I know I came home with that bottle opener.
okay, so while he goes crazy looking for a particular bottle opener that he needs,
I love this bottle opener.
I know he does. I know you do. But yeah, so this particular brown ale from Frost Beer Works in Heinsberg, Vermont, is a 2025 Untapped winner, bronze award. So it's the number 3 brown ale in all of Vermont.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
and I can't tell you what 2 and 1 are.
Wow. Wow.
Wow. I can't tell you what 2 and 1 are, but this is very, 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 very tasty.
I'm trying to do my my what's his name? Wow.
What, Christopher Walken?
Yeah, I'm trying to do my Christopher Walken.
Wow.
I guess I do it.
Wow.
Wow. I guess I did it well enough that you understood what I was trying to do.
Wow.
It still kind of sucked.
There you go. That's the closest to any word that Christopher Walken says that I can get sounding something like that. And you know what? It seems to be an easier, not an easier by any chance, but a more popular voice for voice actors or voiceover artists. And
Bradley Cooper does a great one.
Yeah, a lot of people can do it. I've tried for years. It's just, and it's such a distinct, I just can't.
Anybody who does it well, you know exactly who they're doing it. Even people who don't do it well, you know who they're trying to do.
Yeah,
because it's so distinct. I think Bradley Cooper, his is based off a conversation that he had in like Makeup, where Christopher Walken looked at him and went, "Pineapple, I have to eat it," and that's his Walken.
That's his Walken impersonation.
Yeah.
I worked with a bunch of voiceover actors, voiceover artists, and almost all of them can do Walken. And I even had a couple of them sit down with me. Okay, let's go.
We'll teach you.
Teach me. I can't get it. I can do. Hey, I know what to tell you.
Well, that one, they did that one well. It's funny because every now and then I can get an impersonation and do it well. Like there was this one time I did Mickey Mouse, and the people in the car were like, "That was spot on." I've never been able to do it again.
Just that one time.
And every now and then I can do I did it in front of one of my friends and creeped him out because I went, "Wendy, I'm home."
There you go.
And I nailed it then. And he's like, "Okay, don't ever do that again."
Yeah, don't do that again.
I'm not gonna kill you. Just gonna bash your fucking brains in.
So we got a couple of comments. Let's get to it. Brian Boak commented in, "Cheers, first beer, Ramstein beer, winter wheat. The keg is still flowing. We got to get there before he kegs it." And then Doug Smith commented, sad beer news from Baltimore. After 30 years, the Brewers Art is closing its doors. Iconic Belgian beers.
Yeah. My buddy who lives outside of Baltimore actually texted me, Larry Lehman. I haven't heard from him since I met him about a year and a half ago in Baltimore. We did some drinking around, and actually from that trip, we had a guest in Baltimore on the show.
We did.
So yeah, he had texted me like second the news broke earlier today. So it's always big when I hear from Larry. It's either that or it's the REI Friends and Family. He sends me the code. He forgets every single year that I'm a member of REI.
There you go. Well, it's
but I appreciate it.
It's amazing. I was having a conversation with someone earlier today. In this climate with a lot of more breweries or whatever, but in this industry climate, if you will, right? There's a lot of closures going on, but there's a couple of chains, and good ones, mind you, not shitty ones by any means, that are still opening more locations. So it's encouraging.
Yeah, it's encouraging.
It is encouraging. Got a comment from J&D Brewing. Hi guys. Hey J&D, what's up?
Hey.
Cheers. Doing? Cheers.
Oh, that's not boat beer. Where'd that come from?
That is not boat beer. What is that?
Holy crap.
Well, you pounded your boat. Actually, you 12-ounced your boat. See what I did there?
It's okay. That's fine.
You had a hole in the can. There you go.
Yeah, I gotta talk to the owner of that brewery. I think I got robbed.
You know what? Maybe we can convince him to come on next week and you ask him then.
And I can yell at him.
Yeah.
Actually, I may. I don't know if I'll be at his brewery this weekend, but I may. We'll see if I see him. No. So John's doing. He's doing some browns. He's wanted to drink for a while. I'm getting some of the Christmas ales that are still in my fridge out of my fridge. So that is the Schlafly Christmas ale. I drank it on the holiday beer show.
You did
with Starodumsky. But I like this, and so I kept it in the fridge.
Are you saving? Oh my God, that boat! Get that boat out of you! I mean, come on.
Whew. I may have another one later because I'm really enjoying these belches.
There you go. Cleaning out the pipes, right?
I may float a little liquor 43 on top of it and see what that does.
Maybe
that'd be interesting.
It might be.
Yeah.
Are you saving one of those for the Christmas in July show?
Oh, I've got a few of those. I think this is only the second one I've drank this year.
Yeah, well, you bought a 6.
So. And I bought a 6, so yeah, I think I'll have one for Christmas in July.
There you go.
And I do have one for the next one. I've got 2 of those left, so
there you go.
2 or 3.
Fair enough. I got 2 of them left. The next one of yours, so. But in any event, cool. All right. So let's get to chatting. I do want to make an announcement. I want to get into too much talk because tentatively we'll have them on the show prior to it. But American Craft Beer Hall of Fame did announce today that the live stream will be of this year's inductees into the American Craft Beer Hall of Fame will be on Saturday, February 28th. So 3 weeks from this coming Saturday.
Okay.
And it'll be a watch party at 4 different breweries, Dogfish Head and Rehoboth being one of them.
Very cool.
So you can check out the post on, it's actually an article is written by, you know what? I apologize. I wrote it down and then
was it written by John Fladon?
No, it was not written by me. No.
Okay.
It was not.
Who wrote the article? Because there's times you do this and you just talk about yourself.
No. I'm not.
This is not that case.
It's not the case.
Today is not
Brewbound.
that case.
I know it was. I just want to make sure. Brewbound wrote the article.
Brewbound. Okay.
And American Craft Beer Hall of Fame Facebook page posted it. Marty posted it as well. And we'll post it on the Logroom Guys page. I'll post it on mine as well after the show. Didn't want to post it earlier because I didn't want it to get buried underneath the show post. Which we call it. So I'll post it on that and pin it after that. But in any event, yeah. So it'll be February 28th. Will be the announcement. Be a live stream, and it'll be Dogfish Head Brewery in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, Round Trip Brewing in East Cobb, Atlanta,
cool,
Georgia, Breakside Brewing in Portland, Oregon, and Hailstorm Brewing in Tinley Park, Illinois.
I'll say there better be one in Illinois.
There you go.
And let me guess which one Marty's going to be at.
He's going to be at Dogfish Head.
Is he really?
No, he's going to be at Tinley Park.
I figured it's like.
Yeah. So, but in any event, I'm assuming he's going to be at Tinley Park. I'm talking about that, but we'll find out tentatively a week and a half before that. Tentatively, it'll be on a couple weeks from tonight. Probably. We're waiting on confirmation. He's just checking a few things in his schedule, but as long as that happens, he'll be on and he'll tell us all about it, and we'll talk about it, and it'll be a good show. Gattulo just posted a comment. He said, "Great bottle share the other night at Bolero. Dave, we missed you, John." Yes, I missed you guys too. I wish I would have gotten there.
Had a lot of fun. And Al, and that friggin' Utopia's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Thanks for breaking out early when I had to grab my Uber.
There you go. So yeah,
and again, thank you for organizing that whole thing. That was great.
I feel bad. I just couldn't get up there. I mean, if Tim was if we were able to have it a wet ticket, I would have tried to get over there a little late. But by the time I got out of work and would have been able to get up to Carlstedt, you guys would have been 3 sheets and half the beer would have been gone. So as well as the pizza. So it made no sense to come up then. So
no, the pizza lasted all of like maybe 10 minutes.
I was going to say probably.
It's that disappeared real quickly.
So yeah, so I did miss you guys. I'm glad you guys had a good time. I did miss it, but next one we'll get together. But in any event, all right. So yeah, so mark that date down. Mark, check out the American Craft Beer Hall of Fame Facebook page and website, for that matter. And of course, we'll post the links after the show tonight on our Logroom Guys page as well.
And by us, he means him.
Well, the royal we.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
John, and John.
See what you did there. Anyway, and then hopefully work it out. And Marty gets on the show in a couple weeks, and we have that information as well. So anyway, but that got me thinking. And it did. It really did. And
don't think me.
I started. No. I started thinking about this last year, and you and I chatted about it briefly. You know, yeah. No, you don't know what I'm talking about yet. So
I don't.
Let me get there. There you go.
No.
No, I'm not allowed. You're not allowed. Do not go there. So I was thinking, okay, well, maybe not Hall of Fame-esque, but we do our top 3 lists, and there's top 5s and top 10s and everything else. So I was thinking, you know, this is show number 266, and that's not including.
But who's counting?
And that's, well, it says it right at the top. So,
and
there you go.
So, okay. So our channel's counting,
right? And which we call, and that doesn't even account special. That doesn't even account for special shows.
No,
which we've done a couple dozen of them too. So we're approaching 300 shows, right?
Yeah.
So it got me to thinking, what would be my top 5 best shows? But, and for that matter, what would be your top 5 best shows?
You personally, or top 5 favorite shows?
Well, not my best shows that I did, just my favorite shows, my top 5 favorite shows that we've done, right? But that got me thinking, every show we've done had its own special, thing, right? And I don't want to offend anybody by saying this show is better than this show or anything like that, because in reality, they kind of really aren't. They're just different, right?
Yeah, they're all different.
Right. So,
well, I can think of 1 or 2 that were like.
I can think of a couple that are raised above the others, or fall below the others.
I was going to say, like sediment to the bottom of the river.
Right. However, that aside, what I thought of was, why don't we just back and forth here right now chat about our top 5 shows that we would want to do that we haven't done yet.
Top 5 shows. Well, there's that one we talked about for a long time that never happened. That was Kelsey Grammer.
Right.
That would be cool because he's still brewing.
He's still brewing. I'm still back and forth with him. So,
but he's not brewing in his brewery yet.
As far as I know, no. As far as I know, it's still the beer's still being contracted through Single Cut up in New York State. And that's the last I heard, and that information is a bit dated, so that may have changed. I'm not sure. But hopefully, he's a little busy. He's got this other job he has. I forget. Acting. That's it.
Yeah. He does that stuff.
Yeah, he's on a new show on NBC at 10:00 on Thursdays, and I believe I'm fairly certain it films in California. So now that doesn't matter. He can be wherever. I mean, we've had people from Italy on the show, so it doesn't. He can be in California, come on the show. It's just he's busy, right? So, but we'll eventually make that happen. But that would be one of my top 5 too. I agree with you.
Oh well, that wasn't putting in the top 5. I was just saying it'd be kind of like that.
Kind of like that. Well, no, it would be up there. We could put it on the list to become top 5. That's my point. That's where I was going with that. Not whether it would make it, depending on what we go back and forth and talk about right here, right now. Just it's in the run.
Yeah, okay, so, it's there.
But I would kick off right away. Not necessarily my number 1 and my number 2, but 2 shows that I would definitely want to do, and that would be having Jim Cook on and having Sam Calagione on.
Or together. That'd be a 5-hour show.
And if we bring the person who shall remain first nameless that's coming on next week on the show, it'll be an 8-hour show.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
The 5 of us, you and I could just sit back and drink beer and listen.
We've done that before.
Yeah, we might do that soon. But no, I love when that gentleman comes on, because it's always a fantastic show. But and you'll see what we're talking about next week too. But in any event, that being said, Sam and Jim would be on my top 5. Anything else that comes to mind for you, sir? I mean, I could throw Ken Grossman in there too. I would love to have.
We could.
Sierra on.
I think that um,
Well, Hill, he's been on
that
the show.
geez, I just freaking blanked on. I blank on names all the time. Um, the Lion, Dave
The Lion.
from. I just blanked on the brewery. His name's one of the two names of the brewery.
Oh, Firestone Walker.
Yes, so David Walker.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he'd be.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic too.
We met him the one time.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just a blast to talk to. Such a great guy, so knowledgeable.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'd be really cool to have on the show.
He would be awesome to have on the show. I'd love to have him on the show. You know what? Somebody could reach out to. I wouldn't mind having. It's Stone related, right? Because he used to brew out there. But Mitch Steele.
Yeah, Mitch.
Getting him on. He's got his breweries in what is it down in Georgia, and he opened up one in Virginia Beach too, I believe.
Well, we do have friends who are friends with him.
I mean, I can reach out to him too.
Yeah. It's like I used to interact with him when what was the League of Extraordinary Beer Drinkers? Remember that?
Yep, the League of Extraordinary Beer Drinkers. There was a
bunch of big names in there. Ken was on that. Ken Grossman was on that, I believe.
He was. You're right.
And it's funny because back then you didn't realize, you didn't always realize who it was that you're talking to, right? Because you had to really be in the know because we didn't have the internet as much.
No.
Yes, this was on Facebook, but it was really early days of Facebook. And a lot of the information out there as to who owned what brewery, these brewery owners becoming superstars, it hadn't happened quite yet.
No, it hadn't.
So it was really kind of cool.
Chuck Aaron just said, happy episode 266. Thanks, Chuck.
Thank you, Chuck.
Thank you.
See, when I ask who's counting, now we know who's counting.
Yeah, it is. There you go. I think he's just reading at the top of the page there. But yeah, no, new. Have you had anything from New Realm? From Mitch?
No, I have not.
Good beer. I told you I told you that story. My one Mitch story, with the one who shall remain first nameless. We
should probably put that to bed one of these days.
Yeah, we'll put it to bed next week when he's on the show.
Okay, we'll do that. That'll be the end of it.
But we'll they were doing an episode of Steelers Beer at Barcade in Jersey City. And when they were done, and Mitch was on with him and John, and anyway, so the three of them were on, and afterwards we're hanging out having a couple beers, and I called.
I know this story.
You know the story, right? Mitch had that bottle of 2013 Whoop Stout that was fantastic.
Yeah.
So anyway,
you weren't allowed to leave until the bottle was dry.
Yeah, I called Jess back. I'm like, never mind. Remember what I said? Just forget it. I'll call you back. Quick.
So who else? Actually, I think the two lunatics from Brewdog would be a lot of fun to have on.
Yeah. I think it's just one lunatic now because I don't think Martin.
It's only one.
Well, it's just Jim.
Just Jim now.
Yeah, I think Martin. I haven't seen or heard anything about Martin in a while now.
Yeah.
It's just James. Yeah. I have an avenue to get to James. I can reach out to him, but we'll see. But yeah, he would definitely be an interesting. That'd be
a fun show.
That'd be a fun show.
Yep.
And maybe we could even do something live, and he can come. We can recreate one of those early episodes of Brewdogs that they did. We'll brew a small batch of a beer. And
can we do it on a boat?
On a boat, right? Exactly.
That was my favorite episode. The one where they
Sam Adams.
Where they
with the Boston Harbor, they brewed the beer with soft shell crabs and soft shell clams and lobsters,
and then aged it on the boat. This is a different one, wasn't there? Was one where they
because that one they aged the beer on the. Oh yeah, there was one they aged the beer on the boat. That was Sam Adams one. They brought it back, and they aged it, and they pitched yeast themselves. They got in the beer.
Yeah,
Jim Martin and Jim Cook got in the beer and infected the beer with their own yeast. So yeah,
there's just too many vile comments there.
Yeah, no, I would not have wanted to drink that. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah,
I did have one. I did have one though. I said it on the show before. The one they did it against the grain. The Kentucky Derby bourbon barrel aged mint julep beer they did. I had that in Connecticut, and it was fantastic. I had like 2 or 3 of them. So good.
If you remember, was it was Rogue who did Beard Beer.
Rogue did beer, yeah.
Where they took one of their brewers, combed his beard, and used the yeast they got out of it.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that would be Bruno would be an interesting show. And you know what? I'm going to throw another one in for you. Okay. Something that we don't think about, but according to the Brewers Association, they're the number 2. Bless you. There we go. That's a boat coming up again. Craft brewery in the States, and that would be Dick Yingling. Now I know Dick is kind of retired, and his daughters are taking over, but he's still around.
His daughters run the tours, and they're very knowledgeable, very personable. So I'm not sure you'd lose. The only thing you would lose.
Oh no, I would love to have them on. I would just love to have. But I mean, you know,
John would prefer Dick.
I would prefer Dick. I've never mind. I'm not going there. No, I've met Dick before. I've had conversations with him. I've had a conversation with him, not multiple. One. I met him once. I had a conversation with him.
He was after the tour. He was actually pouring at the bar when I took it.
That's awesome.
So yeah,
that would be cool too.
He was such a nice guy. I actually bought a pint glass there, and it was their IPL pint glass. Okay. And he goes, "Yeah, those are on sale." Because that didn't work so well.
And I'm so pissed. And I personally am pissed at that because my favorite Yingling beer that I had ever had at that point, and was their Bock beer. Mm-hmm. All right, it was Yingling Bock, and it was well made. It was a really, really good, tasty Bock, right? And I was out at a tour one time, and Tristan and I were out there, and they had Bock on. They're like, well, you know, drink up what you can because this is it for Bock. We're not making it anymore. And I asked them why not, and they said because we were replacing it with an IPL.
And the IPL,
right? So I'm like, no, and even back then, I said to them, I said it that day, and I've said it to other breweries too. If you want to introduce a new beer, why do you have to get rid of another one?
It depends, you know. Sometimes
you can retire it for a while and then bring it back if the other one doesn't work out. But even so, make it seasonal or make it occasional or whatever. Why scrap it? Because you're in, you know what I mean? You know, and the woman actually said, I don't know if this is true or not. The woman actually said we need the UPC code for the IPL. Buy another UPC code. There are more. You know, I own a lot of them. I'll sell you one. I'll give you one. Keep on going. But anyway, so as it turns out, they killed IPL, and what's back every year for the last 2 or 3 or 4 years now? Bock. Yeah. Bock. Anyway, but yeah, I wouldn't mind that. So, any others? Any others that I mean, I could think of a few breweries and owners and so forth and so on that, you know, I mean, and maybe not even, you know, these are like we said Jim Cook, we said Sam Calagione, Ken Grossman, Dave Walker, Mitch Steele, but beyond those names, any breweries, you know, whether it's the owner,
a lot of those represent those breweries.
No, I know, of course, but I mean beyond those breweries and those specific, because I'm specifically saying I would like to have those gentlemen on the show.
Yes, but right? Breweries representative. Well, there's definitely
beyond them.
There are 2 giants. I've been to both those breweries, and there's like no one you can even talk to even see if you can get someone on the show. Though a representative from one of the show did make an appearance in a picture holding a can of yours. Weihenstephaner.
Oh, hell yeah.
And Guinness.
Yeah, I could say Weihenstephaner and Guinness. And I mean, you know, at that point, you know, if we're going over to, let's keep this conversation today
to the US.
To the US, but because if we go over to Germany, I'm going to say
every one of them.
I'm going to say Weihenstephaner. I'm going to say Schneiderweiss. I'm going to say Schleicherla. I'm going to Hofbrau, and on and on and on. So
actually, of all
let's
the ones,
keep it to it. Let's keep it to
as much it would either be Schlenkerla or Ryan Stefaner that I'd really love to have on the show. There's one I think that would be absolutely fascinating. And I completely forgot. I'm blanking on the name of the brewery. Man, my brain's just in the carrot cake.
Higgins Zellers?
We've had them.
Oh, that's right.
No, they're the ones that may become the next tent at Oktoberfest.
Oh, yeah.
I was at their tap room by the market. Crap, what the hell's the name?
No, crap's not the name.
No, or hell crap.
Crap with the hell is not the name.
And I'm gonna go to Google Maps.
Go to Google Maps.
Go over to Munich.
You go to Google Maps and go to Munich and keep talking while
and see if I can't find. Okay, so there's Munich, and I zoom in on Munich, and it's just nothing but beer. Okay, so there's the.
I was zooming on Munich for a while. So.
There's the Verkellenmarkt, and they're right off the Verkellenmarkt. And if I can find, I think that's where they are anyway. Let's see, because there's another very well-known brewery there. Hackersfor. So they're right across from Hackersfor. And let's see if I can find them there. That's not the one. So what are you pouring there?
While you look for it, my second beer is, I will put it up on the screen for those of you that are watching the show. It is from Southern Grist. I wore a Nashville shirt. It's actually a Malt Europe shirt.
Okay.
But this was at the Craft Brewers Conference that was in Nashville 3 years ago. From Southern Grist, Bean There, Brown That.
Oh, cool name.
Okay. It is where we go. It is a brown ale brewed with lactose and vanilla.
Okay.
All right.
It's not often that you do lactose.
It isn't, and this particular beer only has a very little bit of it. Unlike some other breweries.
Yeah, I may have been there this weekend.
May have.
Oh, it doesn't begin with a B. It begins with a G. Giesinger.
It was not right on the tip of my tongue, but that definitely is it.
It's Giesinger, and yes, they're right all off the Victorienmarkt.
There you go.
And the thing is, I was trying to find them by bringing up Hackersfor, and it doesn't look like Hackersfor. Oh, the reason being is this particular location of Hackersfor is just called Der Schwur.
Der Schwur. Yeah.
Der Schwur. It was very cool when we were there. We were there with my Austrian friends, and we started talking about dogs and dog breeds. The strangest thing was every time we mentioned a dog breed, someone would walk by with that breed, walking that breed.
That's funny.
It was the strangest thing. And finally went, "Are you noticing this?" And my friend Renee is like, "Yeah, this is kind of creepy, but I can't say it in his Austrian accent." And I went, "Okay, let's test it." Dalmatian. And the Dalmatian went by. I said, "Okay, this is not going to happen." Sharpei. That ended it. But it was like 6, 7 breeds in a row we were talking about, and they walked by. It was really, really
That's
interesting.
Crazy. So this beer, this Bean There, Brown That.
Yep, you like?
It's delicious. The lactose amounts to the amount of lactose you put in a milk stout, right? It's just for mouthfeel, that kind of thing. It's got vanilla in it. The vanilla is good enough for the sweetening, and the flavor. And that's that. But the Bean There, Brown That is from Southern Grist in Nashville, obviously. And this is on Untapped, the 2024 Silver Untapped Award for second best brown ale.
That is what silver means, yes.
In Tennessee, yes, exactly. So there you go. Anyway.
It's interesting that you're bringing them up. Not this coming weekend, but the weekend after.
Mm-hmm.
95% chance that I will be in Nashville.
He's being inducted into the Grand Ole Opry Hall of Fame.
Yes, I am.
for his album that he did with George Jones
with
and Hank Williams. It was the three of you, right?
Yes, and I'm
Back in the
doing
70s, you did it.
and I'm doing my Minnie Pearl impersonation.
Yes. You got the hat
with the tag on it. With the tag on it, yeah.
You know what's funny? I actually was at the Grand Ole Opry in '82 and saw Minnie Pearl.
Well, wait a second. Were you at Ryman Auditorium or the new one?
No, Ryman Auditorium.
Okay,
not. I was at the original Grand Ole Opry.
Not that massive concrete obscenity that's across the river.
Right, exactly.
Which is next to, I refer to as
a mall. It's in a mall. It's next to a mall.
That's a hotel.
It's a hotel. Well, it's a mall too.
I call it Redneck Epcot.
There you go.
Wow. And because when we were there, the North American Turkey Hunters Association was having their convention.
There you go.
When you see a 4-year-old kid completely in khaki with a mullet.
Yeah.
There's more to that story, but it's not PC for the show.
We're good. But no, it was at the original Grand Ole Opry that I saw.
That's cool.
So I actually saw Minnie Pearl tag on her hat and everything.
I loved it because she would make her showing on Hee Haw every now and then.
Oh yeah, that was in '82. I saw it. It was in July or August. I think it was August '82.
So you're a teenager.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh God, I miss Hee Haw. One of the most underrated guitarists was one of the hosts of Hee Haw.
Roy Clark.
Roy
Clark's an amazing guitarist.
He was absolutely one of the greatest guitarists. He's probably the greatest guitarist country music ever saw.
If anybody, if you need one video to watch to see how good Roy Clark was, just Google and go on YouTube and search for Roy Clark Odd Couple.
Oh yes, when he made a show on Odd Couple and just
at the end of it, that last scene,
he showed off.
Oh my God,
big time showed off. But yeah, he's fantastic guitarist. I think one of the most underrated guitarists in music history.
100%.
The greatest that country western I think has ever seen.
Absolutely. Chuck Aaron just said Roy Clark is God on the guitar.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Just stunning. And the fact that I think the reason he got underrated because he was the host of a comedy show because it didn't matter if he was playing seriously or not. He injected comedy into everything he did.
He did. It was great.
He was so damn good. He didn't take himself seriously.
Yep.
Yeah, he was great.
100%.
Absolutely amazing.
And Brian Boak did comment his second beer, Ramstein beer, Oktoberfest. He's still got that going too. So
yeah, he's ramming it up there, ramming it right to steam.
He's ramming the Stein right up there. There you go. Ramming the Stein right up under the tap and pouring.
Okay, well, I've got a new glass. It seems to be full of beer.
Yeah, and what is
this? Is like a Tuchel glass. It's really hard to see with all but it's really cut. I love this glass.
Yeah, you do.
So I did the Hofbrau dictator, delectator, Delacroix. No,
Delacroix. That's the
French version.
French version of the German.
It's made with Saison yeast. They call it Delacroix.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a fantastic beer that you're drinking right there.
Yeah, so I went from boat beer to malt bombs.
I was going to say before Hacker Shore, and I love the name Hacker Shore because the second name, not Hacker, but Shore.
Because the P is silent.
Well, besides the fact that the P is silent, there's 7 letters in the word shore.
Only one vowel.
One vowel.
Tell you what, we sat there and, because we get Hacker Shore here, and, I'd get it every now and then, but there was definitely labels that I like better than Hacker Shore. But we went there we needed something to eat, and we knew we could get a pretzel there.
Sure.
So we ordered our pretzels and drank our beer, and we took one sip of the, I guess it was the Weiss.
Okay.
And we're like, these guys don't get enough credit.
No, Hacker Shore Weiss beer is very, very tasty.
It's not a brewery that when you go to Munich, you're going to seek out. Mm-hmm. There's so many other breweries there, that you're going to seek out. Like you mentioned Schneider earlier, Eyinger. Eyinger is fantastic. We had a great time at Eyinger. So many great breweries there. So and Giesinger definitely hunt down Higgins. But Hackshore is like one that wasn't even on my radar. We wound up going there, and I wasn't mad at it, to steal a line from Matt.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it was that was really good. We were only gonna have one there with our pretzel. We wound up having like 2 or 3.
There you go. So to wrap up what we were talking about before, would
Oh yeah, other places to
any other breweries
in the U.S. now, because
US,
we were talking Hill Farmstead, right?
Yeah.
Have one of the members of the Hill family on.
Have Sean Hill on or someone else?
Sean would be cool.
No, you said one of the members. That's why I asked you.
Yeah, no, any member of the Hill family would be cool, but Sean would be Lawson.
Yeah,
you know, he's a Jersey boy.
Have Sean on or somebody else? What's with these Sean's in Vermont?
No, Sean Lawson.
Sean Lawson's a Jersey boy. Yeah, out of Brooklyn.
I would love to have Schilling. Oh, wait, we have.
We've had Schilling.
We've had Schilling on.
We've had Schilling on. We've had Foam on. We've had Fiddlehead on. So we're making the rounds around.
We've got Schilling's New Hampshire.
Well, in New England, I mean that area. But I mean, yes, it's New Hampshire, but
be great to have Allagash. Oh no, we've done that.
We've had Allagash on. You know, it'd be good that newer brewery, Bellflower. No, we've had them.
We've had them too.
Yeah.
Allagash. See, as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to New England, the first nationally known micro brewery was Allagash. They became the absolute shit. This is what everybody needed to get.
Yep.
And like I brought up Red Bones in Somerville, Massachusetts, quite a few times, and they would have that wheel where they'd spin the wheel. And when I was there, it was so early that they had like 40 beers in that wheel. I think 32 of them were Allagash.
Right,
so you couldn't go wrong.
No, you couldn't. Quick throwback to our previous conversation, and we'll wrap up the top 5, if you will. Chuck Aaron commented he's not underrated in country. He's one of the originals, 100%.
Right. Yeah,
100%.
Well, Chuck, let me rephrase that for you a little bit. He's not underrated in country for those of our generation that know the old country.
Mm-hmm.
This new country, this country rock fusion, where actually things are happy at the end for some reason. That's not country.
Yeah.
I don't think
it's country-ish.
I don't think that fan base fully knows who Roy Clark is.
Mm-hmm. Here's what we're gonna do. If you do go to Nashville in a couple weeks, okay,
you want to walk around and Cape.
You're going to Broadway. You're going to Broadway.
Well, of course, I'm going to do some boot shopping.
You go to Broadway, and with your phone, you're going to walk up to. You're going to pick 5 people at random.
Okay.
Men, women, doesn't matter. Pick 5 people at random and ask them if they know who Roy Clark is.
Okay.
And let's see what the outcome is of that. And then Chuck just agreed with you. He said yes, exactly.
Exactly. It's the way it is. So other U.S. breweries that we would love to have on the show.
Yeah, I mean, look, I would.
The guy who owns the Dasani, so we can ask him when the fuck are you opening Anchor now?
Chobani, not Dasani.
Oh, that's right. Dasani's water.
Dasani's water. Yeah, Chobani. Yeah.
There's no water culture.
It's no water.
And if there is, don't drink it.
That's
well, you know the old saying.
That would be pretty wild water.
You know the old saying. In wine there is wisdom. In beer there is strength. In water there is bacteria.
Mm-hmm.
So
there you go.
This is why we drink beer,
especially south of Texas. But
beyond that border,
yeah.
And in Texas, places of Texas too.
That's true too. Yeah. Well, we'll let's save that question.
Okay. The other breweries. I mean, of course, you always want to have the OGs on,
right?
Like having Spetzel Brewing on would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the oldest brewery in Texas.
Well, Spetzel would, yeah, exactly, right. I was going to say I would love to have Founders on. Founders is coming on the 10th. But here's the other thing I was just going to say.
Love to have New Belgium on too.
And they're coming on the 3rd.
Oh, very cool.
Well, New Belgium owns Bell's, so Bell's and New Belgium are both coming on the 3rd. So there you go.
Interesting.
Yep. And technically, I was going to say I would love to have Avery on. Right. technically, Avery is coming on the 10th of March as well, because San Miguel owns Founders and Avery. So there you go.
Now I wish I hadn't drink that tweak that one night.
There you go.
Had it on that show.
No, it's probably not a good idea.
Considering I don't remember tasting that tweak because that was the big beer show, and
it was. Yeah.
I think it was my third or fourth. So.
I'm glad you finished. Look. I had. It wasn't tweak. No, it was tweak. It was tweak. Was it 17.4%? Right. Yeah. Okay. So it was tweak. If you remember, and I might have mentioned this on the show before, but remember back in the pandemic we had. And this is going back probably about 4 or 5 months before we started.
Oh God, I remember that. We would have these online Zoom call bottle shares.
Right.
We basically drink-alongs.
Exactly. And then we the first one we did went for 8 hours. It went for 8 hours. And it was crazy. It was crazy show. And crazy show. Crazy. It wasn't a show. It was a show for us, right? It was like 12 of us on the Zoom that we did, right?
Well, the thing is, yeah, because that lasted 8 hours, and then we get off of it, and Gene Lynch restarts it with just 4 of us.
Right.
And that went for another 2 hours.
Right.
Did we really drink for 10 straight hours?
No, I think we did. I think it was 10 hours. Yeah, I think so. But here's the thing. I think it was 7 at night to like 3 in the morning. I think it was. But here's the thing. The last beer I had, now this is it, right? Now, we had beer all night. And I had no business having a last beer, right?
Yeah,
I should have had water. I should have had water, right? So I said to Jess, I go, and Jess is on with me. So the both of her and I were both on this stream thing. I said, go get one more beer out of the fridge. I don't care what it is. At this, I'm drunk, right?
She grabbed the tweak?
She grabbed tweak. And I was halfway through the glass before I realized that she grabbed tweak.
Oh, man. Those were some days, I tell you. Those were lifelines for all of us.
They were.
So. It was it was just great to see everybody, all the friends from back home, because I was, exiled up in Rhode Island at the time.
But it's because of that. Hey, because of that, and not to say that we wouldn't have done it anyway, but because of that, this show started, right? We're approaching 6 years of doing this now. So,
but actually, being Rhode Island caused one of my most poignant memories of the pandemic, and I think I brought it up once on the show, and that was we had the Met. So the building I lived in was an old factory, and so I was in a loft, and it was attached to other areas of the factory. There was a kind of wings in it, and there's a courtyard in the middle.
Wings? Wait, Paul McCartney or just wings?
We're getting there. And one end of one of the wings was a music venue called the Met.
Okay.
And I can't remember the name of the owner at this point. I think his name was Ray. I forget. But I get home from work one day, and there's a piece of paper jammed in my my door handle. Mm-hmm. And I read it, and it's from the Met. And they basically said, all of our kegs are going to go bad. We don't see reopening anytime soon. Bring whatever vessels you have and help us drain these kegs so the beer doesn't go to waste.
Nice.
No charge. So I'm like, okay. So I grab one of my 32-ounce 64-ounce growlers, and I go down there, and they've got I'm trying to remember the beer. It's a big beer in Rhode Island. It'll come to me, but I can picture the can. But so they've got a line of growlers to fill, and so the guy behind the bar, this older gentleman, goes, while you're waiting, you want a beer? You can remember, this is the pandemic.
Right.
I'm standing at a bar and someone just offered me a beer.
Right.
I'm like, I can have beer? He goes, yeah, I can give you a beer.
Yeah, why not?
I'm like, okay. And I don't know if you remember, I texted the group. I'm like, I am standing at a bar drinking a beer right now, and it just occurred to me, how much we took being able to do this for granted.
I know.
And I remember I had to turn away from the bar because I started to well up. I'm like, it was a really powerful moment of understanding where we were in this pandemic. It turned out the guy who poured me the beer was the owner of the Met and an absolute legend in the music world there.
Nice.
Because I told my brother, I said, yeah, and I sent a picture of the two of us, and he's like, do you know who the hell that is? I'm like, no, he's the bartender, because that's not the bartender.
Yeah.
I'm like, he goes, that's a living legend in the music world. I wish I could remember his name. But
you should,
really cool.
You should text your brother and find out who it was.
Yeah, he'd remember. I could probably also Google.
You could probably Google it too. Yeah, exactly. So we got a couple comments really quick. Just do this really quick. Doug Smith said, have you had Garrett Oliver on? No, we have not had Garrett Oliver on.
No, that would be definitely one.
Definitely love to have Garrett Oliver on. And, this being Garrett Oliver. So that guy right there. Would love to have him on. I'll have to reach out to him and have him on the show. And then he also said Brooklyn Brewery would be good to have on 100%. And Doug Smith said Rich Lupo. Dave, Rich Lupo.
He's absolutely fucking right, Rich Lupo. He's got it. It's Lupo.
It's funny. I knew that Doug would comment who it was.
But what's funny is my brother goes, well, what was the guy's name? I think it was like, introduced himself as Rich.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, that was fucking Rich Lupo. Okay. I was clueless. Such a nice guy. We probably talked for about an hour before I got my growler.
That's awesome.
And went home. But yeah, he poured me a beer, and maybe Doug will know which beer I'm talking about. The logos, their logo's like a fish with a star in it. They're down by URI. It's one of the more common beers in Rhode Island that you get.
But Tilted Barn is down by URI.
No. Tilted Barn's not that close to RI.
It is.
URI. No, not like this one. This one's a lot closer.
Who the hell's it? Who's right by URI?
It's not as close. Oh, it's Whalers.
Oh, Whalers. Yeah. Oh, with the star in it. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it was Whalers, and of course, I'm trying to remember their iconic beer because that's what.
Oh, Doug just commented. Whaler. There you go.
Yeah, Whalers.
Oh, damn you with your burping tonight.
Oh no, I'm enjoying this. I hope you all are.
All right, so to wrap this up, I'm gonna give you what I think our top 5 are. And it's going to be a top 6, of course, because in true lager room fashion, we can't.
We can't.
And we don't math, right? Exactly.
Math.
It's Jim Cook, Sam Calagione, Ken Grossman, Dave Walker, Mitch Steele, and Garrett Oliver.
I would agree with that. And yes, Doug's absolutely right. Rise is the beer. So even though I couldn't remember tonight, Rise will always have a very special place in my heart because it was the first beer during COVID that I drank standing at a bar.
Gotcha.
So.
All right, fair enough. All right. So next up, just a couple of quick things that I wanted to bring up.
Okay.
And this is the show to do that. I don't want to bring it up in any of our, we have shows booked through to April at this point. So
yeah, we do. Don't
this is the show to do this on.
Just about. I don't think we got March 31st booked yet.
March, yeah, just shy of April. A day shy.
Just shy of April.
So anyway, one of our friends, Mr. Harris,
James.
Right. He enjoys the THC drinks now.
He does.
Yeah. And I do curate them in a certain way.
in another role though.
In another
that you
right.
have. Yeah.
Right. So legislation has come down. Right.
That they're going away.
Nah, well, here's the thing.
Are they? Aren't they? What's going on?
Well, this is. I'm putting this out there, right? So this is the way it looks in reality, right? So April 13th in the state of New Jersey. This is New Jersey only, right? In the state of New Jersey, all THC drinks will be no more than one package will be no more than 10 milligrams, and each serving will be no more than 5 milligrams. So if you have a 10 milligram can, even if it's a 12-ounce can, it must say 2 servings, right?
Okay.
So that's that. That's number one.
So it's a bit of regulation,
right? So there's a lot of these companies out there that have 750s that have 25.4 ounce bottles of, and what they do is they're shots, right? And some of them are flavored, some of them are not, and you're supposed to put them in whatever beverage you're drinking. So whether you're drinking tea, or if you're drinking iced tea, if you're drinking
chocolate milk,
whatever the hell you're drinking, you want to put THC in.
I like chocolate milk.
You can put this in, right? Now, some of these are 5 milligrams and 10 milligrams, but that's per serving, and each serving is 1.5 ounces. There's 25.4 ounces, so clearly these are no bueno, right?
Right.
So they're going bye-bye. Bottles are going bye-bye in the state of New Jersey. That's done. That's April 13th. Bottles, 750 bottles are done in New Jersey, right? So it's just
James, stock up.
Sorry.
No, he doesn't do those anyway. He does.
That's right. Now that's that. Right. That's one thing. Now, federally, November 13th. Okay, when Congress was on vacation last year for 5 weeks or whatever the fuck it was, when they came back, one of the things that got pushed through in the bill that brought them back was that intoxicating THC beverages will be gone, abolished, but there was a 1 year moratorium. All right, and it was November 13th, 2025 that it happened. So November 13th, 2026. And you know what else happened on November 13th?
No.
Felix Unger was asked to remove himself from his place of residence.
This came at the request of his
wife. That request came from his wife. Deep down, he knew she was right, but he also knew that someday he would return to her.
So Felix Unger is also the end of THC drinks.
Exactly. And with nowhere else to go, he appeared at the home of his childhood friend, Oscar Madison. Some years earlier, Madison's wife had thrown him out, requested that he never return.
That was and both of them was quite understandable. I got to take the side of the wives there.
Yeah, I get it.
They're both insufferable, but yeah.
But here's the question: can 2 divorced men share an apartment without driving each other crazy?
Not in the slightest.
Not happening.
Unless Roy Clark is playing guitar.
Unless Roy Clark is playing guitar. Thank you.
And what about full circle?
There you go. All right. So seriously though. November 13th. So
now here's the question.
No, hold on. Let me say this. So November 13th, all THC beverages federally are going bye-bye. However, it is at the moment, it is a $28 billion industry, or 2.28 billion.
Oh yeah, they'll buy the way back.
Yeah. So and there's 330,000 jobs in the United States in the THC beverages.
Yeah, that'll be overturned.
Yeah. It's not going anywhere. They'll find some taxing that they can do. The feds will get the money. THC will continue. There's no way this industry is getting shuttered without lobbying happening. And Uncle Arnie's is one of the bigger companies.
Okay.
I had a conversation with Uncle Arnie last week. And yeah, he was already telling me that there's plenty of lobbying that's going on, and that's not happening.
Oh, that's Uncle Ernie. I'm like,
Uncle Ernie.
That's a Wings song.
And we're back to Wings.
We're back to Wings.
There's a lot of full circles going on here.
I'm getting dizzy. Stop. So here's the question, because I get.
Hold on. Somebody's knocking on the door. Now they're ringing the bell.
I get asked this question a lot. And I said, well, we've avoided this. People keep asking, are you going to do a THC drink show? Because I've done a THC drink. Actually, Carrie actually did it in Austin. And it was actually Austin Brewing Company's THC. I think it was a seltzer.
Okay.
Oh
yeah. Chuck's right. It was Uncle Albert, not Uncle Ernie.
Well, Uncle Ernie's in another one of their songs, isn't? No, Uncle Albert is from Ringing the Bell.
Right.
Someone's knocking on the door is the name of the song. But wasn't Uncle Ernie in? I thought they were in another Wings song. At any rate, but so the question is,
It was Father Mackenzie. Oh no, that's Beatles.
That's the Beatles, but still,
he was darning his socks. I know that.
When no one was there,
right
in the dark,
nobody cared.
We'll have to figure that out. Where are we getting this?
Anyway, so you do that. I will continue by saying, yes.
Actually, no, there's still an Uncle Ernie in Let Him In.
Really?
Yeah.
Uncle Ernie.
Yeah, there's still an Uncle Ernie.
He said, "We're so sorry, Uncle Albert."
Uncle Ernie also comes from the rock opera Tommy, and Ringo Starr played Uncle Ernie.
There you go.
So,
all right. So yeah, we've been asked.
So that's the song. We're so sorry,
Uncle Albert. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we should do a Wings show.
Let's see, Buffalo.
Now that'd be a guest to get on the show.
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney, yeah. And then Brad
yeah. Was that short for brothers? Fra.
For Uncle Ernie is
Tommy. Yeah.
Tommy,
but he does get a mention and let him in. Apparently,
he does. Yeah, Uncle Ernie, cousin Bob. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, open the door, let him in. Anyway, yeah, we've been asked a bunch to do a THC show, and I do have several people. I have had several people ask me, and Uncle Arnie, owners of a couple other ones. And we could certainly do a THC show. Maybe we will. Maybe we will. Maybe we will once. Maybe we will when November 13th gets disbanded, right? And it continues. Maybe we'll do it then.
We'll do it in April when it gets. We'll see. We'll see. Here's the whole thing: is the THC drinks. Most of them are like the sleepy ones, right?
No. There's a lot. They actually have different things. There's ones with mushrooms in them, ashwagandha. They have ones that you can have when you like. It's almost like a wake and bake kind of a thing. They have when you in the morning. When you get up in the morning, it's called Rise. There's a few things that have that.
Rise. No. That's. I was going to talk about Rise. That's from Whalers.
From what?
Whalers Rise.
Yeah, it's
a different Rise.
It's different, yeah. And then there's ones for when you're active, when you need an energy boost. Right, and then there's someone you're going to bed. So it's what should we call it?
Okay, so I grabbed another beer.
There you go. And Brian Boak said his wife likes the 50 milligram ones. Hold on.
Yeah, I hope you meant 5.
Yeah, I've tasted 5s and felt it not bad, right? But I can feel it. In a 5 milligram.
Can you feel
I'm
it?
not even going close.
Can you feel
near it? A 50 milligram one. So if she loves the 50 milligram one, God bless her.
God bless her.
God bless her.
So I'm gonna drink this one out of the can too. Maybe I shouldn't. It's a Goditsky.
Oh, the Grodzitsky. Yeah, I
I've got 2 of them left.
I have 1 of them left.
So now after I drink this, we'll be even. Is this allowable? Can I pour it into my Cantillon glass?
Yeah, why not? Go ahead.
Starodumsky's not watching, right?
No, you're good.
He'd burst into flames if he saw this.
I think he would literally, and he might anyway, and wonder why he is.
Why? Where's all this smoke coming from? My Gradisky, that's where the smoke's coming from.
Chuck Aaron says, I had a 50 milligram, just one. The can says 2.5 servings. Yeah, I'm not saying I couldn't, right? My point is that I've had a 5 milligram one and felt it, and now again I'm like I didn't feel it, but I felt it, right? So 10 times the amount. I can only imagine what I would feel from it.
I think the ones from Austin. I gotta look at what their level was on that one because we actually split a can.
Fair enough.
And we slept real freaking well that night, I'll tell you.
Mhm.
And then the next morning, got up and went to the Quickie Picky. God, I missed the Quickie Picky.
Well, you need to go to Austin now if you want.
You ever go to Austin? Look up the Quickie Picky.
I've been to Dallas. I've never been to Austin. So.
Oh God, you got to. So I work with in my office. There's a bunch of Italians there, right? And for some
my family,
reason,
there's a bunch of Italians there.
Yeah, no, from Italy. I'm talking from Italy.
Yeah.
Not even off the boat. They're just from Italy.
Mm-hmm.
And they're talking about they want to go get brisket. Like, where can we go get some brisket? Like, go to Austin. Like, without going to Austin. Like, yeah, go to Austin. Like, without going to Austin. So then go to Richmond. No, they're looking for great brisket in New York City. I'm like, okay.
There's some really great brisket right over here.
Yeah.
Local smoke.
Local smoke, yes, but John, okay, you know about the brisket in Richmond.
Oh no,
Exactly.
CZQ just
away, but Austin is even well beyond that.
Oh yeah, and you still have to have a Blowfish barbecue.
Blowfish, yeah, I do have to get back to Pittsburgh. So they want to go for brisket. I'm like, I'm not going with you. If you're going to do brisket in New York City, I'm not going. Almost anything else you want to do in New York City, sure, but you're not going to get you can get good barbecue in New York City. You're not going to get great barbecue in New York City. It's the one thing where the Northeast just kind of, we don't fail at, but we don't excel at it. That looks like a Bissell Brothers.
It is.
I've got good eyesight.
Look at you. You know what's weird?
Now
we're good. Now we're good.
There's a lot of weird things out there. That's a very open-ended question right there.
You know, it's weird. Yeah, a lot of things. Numerous things.
The only thing is, my mind went to something else that we can't talk on the show, and that's politics. So we'll leave that alone.
No politics, no religion, no
math. The thing with this Grodziskie, maybe it's because I just drank a couple of malt bombs, but this Grodziskie seems to have increased in smokiness. It's probably the malt bombs.
It's probably the malt bombs.
Yeah.
No, definitely. So my third beer here. I'm just going to put this up really quick. Brian, I'll put your comments up in a second. I just want to put up my third beer, and this is Bravura. It's a 5.8% American brown ale from Bissell Brothers.
Is it a hopped brown?
Nope.
No.
It's a brown ale. Yeah.
Just straight up brown. Bissell didn't hop it.
Nope.
Yeah, every now and then they do depart from hoppage.
Yep. And more on that in a second. So this one is the 2025 silver medal. So number 2 brown ale in Maine, and the 2024 gold medal, number 1 brown ale in Maine. So the theme of this today is 3 brown ales. Vermont, Tennessee, and Maine, all medal winners in Untapped in the last year.
What John's doing here, if he knows it or not, he's prefacing and building up to Friday. Opening ceremonies for the Winter Olympics. And I love the Winter Olympics. What's your favorite sport in the Winter Olympics? Do you watch the Winter Olympics?
I do. Downhill skiing.
Downhill skiing. Now, you know that Lindsey Vonn wiped out, blew her ACL, but she's still going to ski.
I'm scared for her. I would love to see her ski, but without having the control in her sport, I'm worried.
Yeah. The thing is, though, I was interested to see that when they do downhill now, they actually have personal airbags. So if they do contact the barrier, the airbag deploys.
Okay.
I've never heard of such a thing. I just learned that with her latest crash that her airbag deployed. I'm like, they have airbags?
Well, I'm like, because I never tore my ACL, knock on wood, but I tore a patellar tendon. But that aside, I've torn my meniscus in my.
That's the thing that surrounds the patella, right?
Meniscus. Well, I mean, you have your meniscus is kind of around the ACL and the MCL, and it's part of it, right? But now I tore my meniscus in my same knee I tore my patellar tendon in, but I tore my meniscus.
Someone
And,
tore my new meniscus.
right, I tore my new meniscus. I tore my meniscus about 11 years before I tore my patellar tendon, um, but I still was unfortunately was had right after I tore it my meniscus, my knee would pop out. Right. And that's just my meniscus. That's not my
and if that
ACL or
and your ACL is what strengthens that whole thing laterally.
Right.
And the way they've got to turn on a 5G and the speeds they're going at, I can't see that ACL holding.
No. She's got to be wearing a brace. She has to be. I mean, she has to be wearing like a heavy duty, like but like,
a lot of metal.
This knee is not going anywhere outside of where it is.
Yeah.
Brace. Right?
So we'll see because the guys in the office, the one guy was telling me like we got this really great downhill skier because we think we're going to do pretty well. I said, Lindsey Vaughn crashed and may not be in the downhill. He goes, okay, so she's getting gold. Well, because I brought the Winter Olympics to them, and they're like, yeah. I'm like, that's right. The Italy hasn't really been to the Winter Olympics since Alberto Tomba.
Right.
He's like, yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
Well, so my favorite thing to watch in the Winter Olympics actually is the ice hockey.
Ice hockey. Oh, please. I mean, come on.
Love the ice hockey. But
I mean, since 1980, how can you not watch ice hockey?
Right.
If you're,
well, the thing is, I don't think we're going to. Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah, I don't know that the U.S. is going to do that well in hockey this year. But there's, I root for the Czechs, all the Scandinavian countries. I root for Canada now that Sidney Crosby isn't on the team.
There you go. No, but here's the thing: like we talk about, Mike Rosioni, you talk about everything from 1980, right? And everybody says, "Oh, we beat the Russians." Yeah, we beat the Russians in the semifinals.
Yes.
Who did we beat in the finals?
Finland.
Very good.
Yep. So in March 17th, we're going to be off. One, because it's St. Patrick's Day. But two, I'm going to be in Washington, D.C. with my daughter, who always comes up and spends her spring break with her old man, which we'll see how long that lasts. But one of the times she was up, we went to Lake Placid.
You did.
And in the Airbnb.
And you had some ubu.
Had some ubu.
Mm-hmm.
And in the Airbnb, we watched Miracle.
You did.
Right. And, I've been telling her.
Did she want to watch it, or did you make her watch it?
No, she wanted to watch it.
All right.
The very next day, we went to the Olympic Museum. Mm-hmm. And then when we get out of the museum, I'm like, come with me. She's like, where we're going? I'm like, let's come up here. We're going to go through these doors. She goes, can we go through these doors? Like, yeah, we're allowed to go through these doors. And we walk through the doors, and you walk through these doors, and you are in that arena.
Mm-hmm.
And we walk through, and I go up to the railing there because we walk up at the upper level. And she goes, this is where it happened. Mm-hmm. I said, this is where it happened. She goes, I thought it'd be bigger. Everyone does.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, this. And she was blown away. She's like, this is amazing to be standing here knowing what happened here. Sure. She gets these things, which is really cool. Really cool.
It's awesome. You know what? I mean, and I had this conversation, not just about that, but about a lot of things, right? Life, the things we experience, the things we do. I don't mean to get existential here by any means, but the things we experience, the things we do, the things that are part of our fiber of our being and our culture and everything about all of us, right? Mm. It's all small.
Yeah.
It's all small. It's not this, you walk in and it's just like these trumpets blaring and it's this big, huge. No, it's all.
Yeah, seriously. Go to San Antonio. Go to the Alamo and go, that's the Alamo? Yeah. This is what we have to remember? Mm-hmm. I know why they have to try to make us remember it because it's kind of small.
Yeah, you got to remember the Alamo. It's tiny. And
it's surrounded by city. It's but now also in the Olympics, one of my favorite sports in the Olympics, love to watch it. I love watching curling.
Yeah, curling's fun.
And the thing is with curling, like go back 20 years and no one admitted that they liked watching curling.
No, not so much.
I remember actually taking the day off because the Americans were taking on the Canadians. This is before it was actually Olympic sport. It was it wasn't a medal sport.
It was just a
Exhibition.
Yeah, right, exhibition. Yeah.
So I actually took the day off of work, and my buddy calls me because there's no cell phones back then, and he's like, "Well, what are you doing home?" I was like, "I just decided to stay home." He's like, "Okay, yeah, no, I'm home too for the day." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." We start talking, and all of a sudden I go, "Yes!" He goes, "Wait a second. You're watching curling." I said, "Wait a second. The fact that you know that you're watching curling."
Yeah.
He goes, "What the hell? Did you see that shot? That was an amazing shot." We're just
So I love. Here's the thing. I love the Winter Olympics a lot more than I like. I love watching Summer Olympics, but I love the Winter.
I do, but I love the
more.
Winter Olympics. Yeah, I'm more interested in the sports in the Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
The figure skating.
Yeah, figure skating,
Speed
the
skating.
sled,
And remember,
curling.
John Hall's niece is competing in the speed skating.
Yeah, yep, she is. Now, here's the other thing too. Like I mentioned, my favorite sport's downhill skiing, right?
Right.
Probably my second is the
ski jump.
Well, no, not the ski jump, but like there's another word for it. There's another name for it, but it's where they're coming down moguls.
It's called moguls.
It's moguls, but there's another.
Oh, the moguls race.
Yeah,
when there's a whole bunch of them and they're knocking each other off.
So much, but here's the thing: in is it 94, 92 or 94? From New Jersey, Donna Weinberg won the moguls competition. Okay, I skied with her, and my father went to high school with her father, and they were in the same town. Yeah, so it was really cool. I skied with her up in Hidden Valley and Vernon Valley. And she was whatchamacallit, and like I said, her father was they're from Secaucus. She's from Secaucus. Her father's from Secaucus. My father grew up in Secaucus, so it was kind of cool.
I love the ski jump too. And that was the other thing about being up in Lake Placid one time. If you go to Lake Placid, take the T-bar to the top of the ski jump,
sure,
to the tallest one.
Mm-hmm.
Then go to the edge and look down, and then tell yourself, can you strap two sticks of fiberglass on you?
Not happening. Oh, I've gone down some pretty dicey trails on skis. I'm not doing that.
Have you heard this lady?
I'm not. Right now, I'm not even doing those dicey trails that I went on either.
Have you heard the latest scandal in ski jump?
What's that?
The ski jumpers, when they have their suits made, they're overstating the size of their junk.
Yeah, I can believe that. I can buy that.
But you know why they're doing it?
It protects them?
No. Because they're going to make that little portion of the suit larger than it should be, which means there's extra fabric. Any extra fabric that you have in your suit catches wind and can give you extra lift.
Fair enough.
To go farther. So they're all, because they're like, no one's going to measure. Who's going to call you?
Hold on. Get over here. Drop them. Let me see.
Seriously? Only 6? Dude, you could be a porn star.
Dude.
Oh, no, they're over-exaggerating. 12 and like, seriously? You can't make butter with a toothpick, sweetheart.
Exactly.
They're over-exaggerating their junk just to get more flappage, I guess.
There you go. That's funny. But yeah, so the Winter Olympics are starting this Friday, 2 weeks. So those of you that like to watch shows on NBC during the week,
not happening.
Not happening for 2 weeks. So that's fine. But no, enjoy it. And there's I believe it's in Italy, right? So
it's in Milano. And one of the towns up in the mountains.
Yeah, and one of the big sponsors is a beer.
Is it now? Would it be an Italian beer, or
it would be an Italian beer?
Would it begin with an M?
No.
Would it begin with an X?
Nope.
There's no Italian beer that begins with an X.
Nope.
Who is the Italian beer?
It would begin with a P.
Peroni.
Right.
Peroni.
Exactly.
It's funny. The guys at work, they're trying to teach me how to speak Italian. That makes no sense.
I thought they were going to teach you how to Dougie.
But it's funny because every now and then I've got to teach them how to speak English because the one guy is like, "Yeah, no, we got this girl. She's in the Danella."
Just tell them, you know.
She's in Danella. The Danella. The Danella.
Daniela.
I said, okay, wait a second. That's only 2 syllables. Downhill. Repeat after me. Downhill. Just Danella.
Daniela. No, downhill.
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 I'm like, I said, no, not every word has to have a vowel at the end of it. Stop.
Exactly.
So he goes downhill. and he stopped himself from the. Like, anyway. Very good, Lorenzo.
Very good. Very, just tell him you know the phrase "very nice."
Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice. Anyway, all right. A couple other things. I did have this question, but I'm gonna actually save it for another show. I might even bring it up next week. But on that note, because I'd like to, because one, I think we'll have a better conversation about it next week. 2, I want to skip ahead to my next question because we're talking about Olympics and it's sport, and we've done that. But there's the Olympics starting this Friday. There's another sport that's having its culmination, and it's probably American-wise, it's probably the biggest day in sports in the calendar year.
You're talking about the biggest day in American sports where we really should have a national holiday the day after because everyone's hungover.
Right. Well, if Roger Goodell gets his way, it'll be an 18-game season, and they'll push it an extra week. So it will be inherently on Labor Day week. On the Labor Day. Imagine Labor Day. This just goes through. President's Day weekend. There you go.
That'd be a good thing because the Super Bowl is just all about eating, drinking, screaming, fighting with people at the party.
Reading, writing, arithmetic, all of those things.
None of those things are involved.
None of that. So yeah, the Super Bowl
and making everyone shut up so you can listen to the fucking commercials.
Okay, well, yeah. What's your if you don't have a dog in the fight, is your main reason to watch Super Bowl to watch the football or to watch the commercials?
Yes.
Okay.
It becomes even. Unless I got a dog in the fight, it's pretty much even.
Fair enough.
And it's even with the halftime show.
Yeah,
which is quite controversial this year.
Which is very
and that's entering politics.
Here's the thing. It's controversial this year. It's political to a point this year.
No.
But I'm going to put other food together. I promise you, I will be putting other food together during the halftime show, not because of the controversy or the politics, because I don't give a fuck about that particular artist. I don't. I've heard him.
I like Bad Bunny a lot, actually.
All right, have at it. But I don't hate it, right? I don't turn that shit off. It just doesn't matter to me. Right?
Well, because
there has not been a Super Bowl halftime show that I have appreciated, other than the one a few years ago when it was a bunch of different rappers and Snoop Dogg and
50 Cent was hanging upside down.
Right? Yeah, that was kind of cool. That was kind of cool.
That was very cool.
And about 6 years ago when it was J-Lo and Shakira.
Oh,
specifically Shakira. But that's
I thought you were talking about the okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the Janet Jackson.
Music-wise, the last one that I really wanted to just literally watch the entire thing, every minute of it, was the Seahawks, who are in the Super Bowl, against the Broncos in MetLife, and it was in 2014, and it was Bruno Mars and Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Bruno Mars was one of the greatest halftime shows that ever happened. He was fantastic.
Yeah, and then the Peppers come out.
And then the Peppers come out afterwards. It's like, okay, and we have icing on our
cake. This is pretty fucking good. This is really good.
And then there was the Who, which would have been much better if Roger Daltrey had kept his fucking shirt on.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, how old are you? Let me count the rings.
Yeah, this is yeah, you can count the 3 rings. Oh, that was gross. Like, Roger, we get it. You're still in shape, but the wrinkles.
Rings, wrinkles, potato.
Oh, stop. Please stop. No, but actually, because it's Bad Bunny this year, I think we actually might switch up the food that we'll be serving ourselves.
You're gonna have Welsh rarebit?
Yes. No, it's going to be because there's this rabbit that I had in Belgium that was made with creek and prunes. It was delicious. Oh my god. No,
I was going to say you're actually going to make rabbit for this show.
Well, there's a rabbit 2 rooms away from me right now, and
you're not going to cook your rabbit.
No. I think the nachos will probably have chorizo in them. Now I know that's Mexican, but there is a Puerto Rican chorizo, so we may because you can go to the shop right here and get chorizo from any country that makes chorizo.
Fair enough.
And also like salami from any country, from all the Latin countries. It's really cool.
Yeah. Please don't say one syllable of the word country on the show.
Yeah, it might get us flagged.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you can't say tree. Oh shit, I said tree.
There you go. Anyway, so my point being though, Chuck Aaron, I'm gonna scroll back a couple of comments here. Chuck Aaron said U2 was awesome. U2 was absolutely awesome.
Yes, they were. They were fantastic.
Here's quick aside. Here's a bar bet I do all the time. I've seen U2 3 times.
That's 6.
I see what you did there. I've seen U2 3 times. All 3 shows were different venues.
Okay.
All 3 shows were within a half a mile of each other.
Okay.
Where did I see them?
Bar bet, huh? Mm-hmm. Half a mile of one another?
Maybe even a quarter mile. They're all right near each other. All 3 venues.
Was it Philly?
Nope.
Then I don't know.
I saw them in 1987 at the Brendan Byrne Arena.
Oh, okay, so
I saw them in 1997 at Giant Stadium, and I saw them in 2011 at MetLife. There you go.
Okay, so I was thinking you were saying.
I know what you were thinking. That's why it's a bar bet. So yes, U2 was awesome, 100%. Now, Ryan,
because otherwise the only way to see
he got it. Chuck Aaron, Brendan Byrne Arena, MetLife, Giant Stadium. There you go.
Someone's a YouTube fan whore. I don't know who I'm talking about. Oh, because the only way to do it in like all in the same year would have been in like Philadelphia at the time where there's the Spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Was it RFK? Was it JFK? What was it?
JFK, but JFK was further away. It was the Spectrum. It would have been the Vet.
The Vet and JFK. And JFK was maybe 3 miles away. Yeah, so to do it within 3 miles.
Yeah. So Brown Book said football. The commercials have sucked recently. Agree with that. There's been a couple of nice ones.
But 1 or 2. Yeah.
Yeah. The halftime show has usually sucked. I will mute it. There you go. There you go. And going back to the other ones, going back to THC, Brian said no 50. She's drinking one now. Bought 6 4-packs when I saw they were going away.
He's not saying that there wasn't 50s. No, 50s.
No.
So when I said maybe he's got a digit on there and there
no
are
50s,
he said no, they're actually 50s.
No, they're 50s. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said grape and root beer ones. Call me. I'll hook you up with a.
I like the cherry ones.
Yeah, the cherry ones are good. I actually have a new one it's a cherry sangria, and it was fantastic.
Yeah,
brand new. Yeah, and he said that his third beer is Boak's Beer Saison. So
it's on beer.
There you go. All right, what we call it? So yeah. So now here's my question, Super Bowl wise. Is the Super Bowl a macro beer only event, or is there room for craft? I mean, obviously, you and I drink craft and many others.
It depends. It really depends the crowd. I've been to many Super Bowl parties where I've brought my own cooler so that I have craft.
You had your thing. Yeah.
I've got.
You took care of yourself, beverage wise.
Well, myself and those outliers as well, like who know me, and they come up, "What did you bring?"
Right.
I'm like, "What do you mean? What did I bring?" Like, okay. They've got Coronas, they've got Ultras, and they got Bud Lights over there. I'm not drinking any of that. What did you bring? And like, all right, so I remember one year. I remember I brought a couple of the mix packs from Firestone Walker.
Sure.
There's Wookiee Jack in it. There was Union Jack.
I mean, yeah, you could give me 2 Wookiee Jacks and 1 Union Jack and set me in a corner and I'm good.
Oh yeah, no, and I was sitting in the corner. This is the first time I was introduced to Carrie's family, which a lot of Italians, all in a basement, and they all have this way of talking to each other across the room and being able to hear each other all at the same time.
It's an art.
15 conversations going on.
It's an art, and you can keep track of every single one of them and be in every single one of them.
Unless you're not part of the family, in which case this is just complete overload. So I hid in the corner going, make this stop. Oh, beer.
Yeah.
But it was interesting. I've gotten a little more used to it now. I figured out how to compartmentalize all the conversations.
There you go. Well, that's what you got to do. That's kind of part of it.
That's the only way to do it. But no, I really think there's room for craft beer. It depends upon the crowd that you're with, right?
Yeah. I know. Let me ask you this. What is your favorite food? And obviously, there's more than one. You're not eating one thing at a Super Bowl party. But what is your favorite food to eat at a Super Bowl party?
Either wings or nachos. There has to be both. You have to have both.
You have to have both, and I agree with you. But they're my 2 and my 3. My number 1.
Skins.
Nope. Chili.
See, to me, you make the chili, you put it on the nachos.
Well, no, you eat the nachos, and you ultimately wind up dipping some of the nachos with everything on it into the chili, but you got to eat a bowl of chili with some sour cream and cheese on top of it.
I don't disagree with ever choosing chili for anything but a big party. Mm-hmm. I hope you've got dark rugs.
Oh no, my chili is, trust me, my chili is fine.
Mm-mm. I'm saying people are going to spill it everywhere. A bowl of chili? No. This is I made 2 or 3 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago. On a Sunday, I made a batch of chili. It was a new recipe that I concocted that I had not done yet. It involved like 2 or 3 different recipes that I kind of blended together. And I made it as a test batch because that's what I wanted to do for this coming weekend. And I want to make sure it was good. And that was it right there. That's fascinating.
Right there. That's
okay.
Sure. I'm sure it was. I won't tell you what's in it. I'll tell you next week. It's delicious. It was fantastic. So anyway.
No, Carrie and I have not worked out yet what the nibbles will be for Super Bowl. We're just staying here, so there's not going to be a lot. So it's probably going to be wings and nachos.
There will be this in the chili.
That looks like a smoked Hulk beer.
Yep, 100%.
So
fantastic. Anyway,
beer and chilies. So a lot of people will put like that liquid smoke in there. This is a good way to not have to use basically what's just a chemical additive.
Exactly. It's actual smoked malt in a beer in the chili. It works better. Tastes much better too. All right. Where do you prefer to watch it? Home? Bar?
Home.
Party?
Home.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Because I can hear it. I've got my own beer.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the food I've made.
Fair enough.
Because Carrie and I can both really fucking cook. So awesome. There's nothing worse than going to like somebody's Super Bowl party and to take a quote from Porky's. This chili sucks. It's where the chili sucks. The wings are awful. The food's just subpar. It's like, I'm sorry, I become a snob.
What's the funniest word ever used in Porky's?
Funniest
single word ever used in Porky's.
It's been so long since I've seen it. I don't know.
How about tallywhacker?
Oh, well, the tallywhacker. That was my favorite scene where they're talking about it's armed and dangerous. Have you seen this tallywhacker?
Have you seen it?
The best part is when the older gym coach falls off his chair. He's laughing so hard.
And then the principal finally just like starts laughing.
He's trying to. Oh, that's actually my favorite scene from Porky's.
100%. That was the best scene. Anyway, all right. What's the best Super Bowl you ever saw? Clearly, it can be a Giants Super Bowl. Obviously, we know what we're both talking about. What's the top number one Super Bowl you ever watched?
God, I hope Doug's still watching. It was ending the New England Patriots' perfect season. Their perfect season.
Now, while I loved all of the Super Bowl victories of the Giants, okay, my number one clearly of
actually no, I'm going to change it because I was in college. We were throwing a party, and we had a lot of Buffalo fans there. It was Wide Right.
Yeah, that's my number one.
It was Wide Right because it was the first.
No, that was the second.
That was the second. But man, we were having a party at the time, and we had some really arrogant Buffalo fans there. Yeah, that was a good one. But
I was at back in the day. Back then, every year there was 18 of us used to go skiing, and we talked about skiing already, right? Used to go skiing up in Killington, and there was 18 of us. We used to rent 2 3-bedroom townhouses, and with couches and everything else, it was 9 guys in each room, each townhouse. Ski on, ski off. It was fantastic. It was a great weekend. We went Thursday to Monday, and it was a great weekend. And it with culmination, and we got a couple runs in on Monday before we packed up and left. But Super Bowl Sunday, it was fantastic. We all got together and watched it. So that's my number one. That because of that.
Now, what was your favorite that did not involve the Giants?
My favorite that did not involve the Giants. Oh, geez. My favorite Super Bowl that did not involve the Giants. Jeez. Let me think about that one for a minute because I was gonna.
Because for me it's either one or two.
Go ahead.
I can't remember what Super Bowl it was, and I can't remember who they were playing, but it's one of the Steelers. And there was one.
Oh yeah, no, I can tell you right now. It was the Steelers' third Super Bowl victory in 1979, and it was. I had so many in school. I had so many bandwagon, this area of the country, right? There was and guys that did not have parents that had football fandom, right? They all at that time of year, in that time of life, right, became Cowboys fans.
Yep.
And it was just like Cowboys. When the Steelers beat the Cowboys.
There was one, and maybe it was against the Cowboys.
It was after the Cowboys had beaten the Broncos.
But there was one where Bradshaw hit Stallworth. It was raining. Mm-hmm. Stallworth catches the ball, falls, and then slides for like 8 yards. Mm-hmm. And they had to make a rule against advancing on a slide like that. But that was one of them. But another one I thought was one of the greatest Super Bowls ever.
Right.
Was 49ers Cincinnati.
Which one?
Exactly. The goal line stance. That goal line stance of the 49ers that stopped Cincinnati from, I think, taking the lead in that game. That one. I don't know which Super Bowl that was, but that
because the Bengals lost 3 Super Bowls to the NFC West.
Yeah.
So, 2 to San Francisco, 1 to the Rams.
But that one
much more recently, obviously.
Yes, obviously. But that one was Collinsworth was one of the receivers in it. Mm-hmm. Really wish he was still playing receiver so we didn't have to listen to him. Because God, he's painful to listen to.
There was a real episode today. Who's the worst People are going around asking who's the worst sports commentator.
It's somewhere between
Collinsworth. It's not for me.
Or Buck.
No, Buck's my number one.
Yeah, Buck's.
And his father was fantastic.
Yes,
Buck's father was fantastic. I can't stand Joe.
And
the only time I can tolerate Joe Buck is when his voice is muffled because his head hasn't completely come out of Troy Aikman's mouth.
You mean
because
his
he
ass?
shoves it out of his mouth because he shoves his head up his ass.
There's Joe Buck's. I don't particularly like Joe Buck, but I can't stand listening to Collinsworth. I spend the whole game going, no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Everything. Oh, well, what they want to do here is score a touchdown. Mm-hmm. Do they, Chris?
No, I thought they wanted to just. I thought they wanted
to give the ball back up.
Give the team a safety and the ball back. There you go. We got a couple comments really quick. Chuck Aaron said his is Giants versus Patriots. Which one? I'm assuming the first one, but
helmet catch or.
And then he said Saints Colts. I'm shocked.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because Chuck's a big Saints fan.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And
Drew Brees. That was Drew Brees.
Yep.
And it was funny because on one hand, this was after Shockey had left the Giants.
Yeah.
But I was actually really happy to see him get
Shockey has 2 Super Bowl. No, he had a Super Bowl ring with the Giants.
Yeah, but I was happy
to
see him
get play.
I was happy to see him actually earn one.
Right.
Because
Shockey has 2 rings.
He does. But when he joined the Saints, he actually became a team player because he actually had a leader on that team where Drew Brees managed to shout him down, and Shockey stopped being an asshole and became.
So you're saying that Eli Manning couldn't be wasn't a team leader?
He was after Shockey left. When Shockey broke his leg, I was actually at the game where he broke his leg.
So it's your fault
that Eli actually took control of the team and won the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah,
yes, I'll take credit for that one.
Chuck Aaron did say Giants helmet catch game. Yeah,
yes.
I'm assuming that's what it was. But Brian Boak said he likes watching at home. Wings are his favorite food, and Giants beat Patriots. There you go. So, all right. Last question on the Super Bowl for you. Who's winning this Sunday? I can tell you.
I'm rooting for Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle's winning the game,
and I think Seattle's winning it this year.
Seattle's winning.
I am impressed, absolutely 100% impressed with what the Patriots have done this season. Between this 2-year quarterback,
second year, Drake May's second year,
and Vrabel, Vrabel is now the only human being to ever have played in and coached
the same team
in a Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. I am absolutely impressed. And, maybe if it was against anybody other than the Seahawks or maybe the Giants, I may have been rooting for them only because of the story that they've created this year. I love it. But there's a bunch of reasons. We'll stay away from the politics. But there's that whole thing that every time there's a new pope, the Seahawks are in the Super Bowl. Have you seen that? The last 3 times we had a new pope, the Saints are in the Super Bowl.
Seahawks
are in the Super Bowl.
Here's
it would make more sense if it was the Saints, wouldn't it?
It would. So here's the thing, right? I like, and somebody said this today, and I agree with it. Okay. I don't dislike this Patriots team. I actually like this Patriots team.
Yes. How can you not?
For people that are Patriots haters, for whatever reason, the Patriots, this Patriots team is likable.
I love this team. I love what they did this season. However, I'm still rooting for the Seahawks.
No. I'm not rooting for the Seahawks, mind you. I want to see a good game.
Of course.
I'm impartial. Either side could win, and it's not going to really. There's no skin off my apple, right? But here's the thing. I think that the Seahawks will win, and my reasoning for that will be no. I'm not going to tell you right now. It will be discussed tomorrow night
Okay.
on the Get On With It podcast. I was
Well,
going to say End of Chaser. We're not doing End of Chaser.
My reason as to why the Seahawks win is because defenses win championships.
Well, New England has a great defense too.
They do, but I think the Seahawks is better.
So my reasoning, if anybody's interested, if anybody watching the show or listening to the show is interested in what I have to say, and for that matter, what Radio Pete and Harry Lugnuts has to say.
To quote Jack Nicholson from the bucket list, no one cares what you think.
Well, that's what you say. I hope there's somebody out there that actually cares what I have to say. Anyway, tomorrow night
we'll find one.
7:30ish p.m. Eastern time.
And not for nothing, Bucket List, one of the most very underrated movie. You ever see?
Oh yeah, no, it's very underrated movie. Hold on, we have another comment here. We have a couple of comments. Brian Boak said Seahawks are winning. Okay. Chuck Aaron said, love rooting for a team that's selling right after the game is over. What does that say about the view?
Yeah, there is that. But the thing is that it kind of almost gives the team an extra incentive to send her out on the high note.
Exactly.
Because they love their owner.
They love their owner.
That team loves their owner.
And then Mark Dill, hey Mark, he goes, I'm looking forward to a Giant season that Johnny has nothing to bitch about.
Never going to happen, Mark. It doesn't matter. They can go undefeated. Johnny's still going to bitch.
Thanks, Mark.
Wrong? Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
He's still going to bitch.
But Mark's hopeful. So
yes. I like the optimism, Mark.
Anyway. All right.
You know what? I don't know if Mark was listening when I said it. I'm going to be more than likely going to be in Nashville, not this coming weekend, but the weekend after that. Well, I'll have to hit you up and see if you're around.
Mark Dill is in Nashville,
isn't he?
Yeah, he's in.
Right?
He's in Monmouth County. He's in.
Oh, not Mark. God damn it! I'm confusing with Chris.
Yeah, Chris Weisner.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I need another drink then.
I think you need another beer.
Mark, I still think you should come with us.
Yeah. I think you should go. Why not? Anyway, well, you will be at Carton this Saturday, so maybe he can meet you there. So one way or the other, you can hook up with Mark. There you go.
More than likely, we'll have to hit. We've got to get that rat bastard of an owner to tell us what we're doing next week.
Yeah. Well, I talked to him earlier, and I'll tell you about it after the show. So
okay.
Yeah.
Do we have is it set?
I'll tell you about it after the show. We're good.
Okay.
However, I do want to bring this up. A couple people had mentioned, and you and I had mentioned too, the Giants' first Super Bowl against the Patriots with the helmet catch and everything else. And that was 18 years ago today.
And then
here's to the Giants.
Here's to David Tyree, who was let go in the offseason. And hey, I was at the parade,
not both parade, if you will, but back at MetLife, the rally, if you will, back at MetLife. Or no, it was Giant Stadium.
It was Giant Stadium back then, yeah.
And which we call David Tyree, when they were announcing the team and everybody's walking out, David Tyree came out with a football attached to his helmet. Stuck to his helmet. Yeah, that's great.
Probably why they let him go in the off season.
That was great. But yeah, it was 18 years ago today. So yeah, 18 years ago, which means 14 years ago was the Giants' last Super Bowl. So it's been 14 years. So I am hopeful. I am finally. I went like this. You went like this? Once they signed Harbaugh as the head coach. So I'm like,
well, we'll see. There's a little strife, little controversy in the front office. We'll see how that plays out.
But I don't think that's going to have anything to do with the play on the field. That's more of a.
Oh, it shouldn't. It really shouldn't.
Anyway, all right. We have a top 3 list.
What the fuck is the top 3?
I'll tell you right now.
Oh shit! Wow. Yeah, I think I brought it up and I completely forgot to be prepared for it.
And we actually have it was another day. So today is Happy Birthday, Elmo.
Happy birthday, Elmo.
Elmo,
little red thing that speaks in the third person all the time.
Mm. Yeah. That's the best they can do with Elmo.
And then Mr. Noodle.
Mr. Noodle. There you go. So
There was
tonight's,
two Mr. Noodles.
because of today being Elmo's birthday, tonight's top 3 list is top 3 favorite Sesame Street characters. Top 3 favorite Sesame Street characters. This should be fast. This should be fast. So
yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. All right. So who doesn't go first? Do you want to go first? Do you want to go first?
I don't know if there's any order to this. Snuffleupagus.
All right.
Snuffleupagus was Big Bird's imaginary friend.
I'll just copy and paste.
And eventually, other people did finally see Snuffleupagus. Snuffleupagus was pretty cool. I don't think I'm going to stop at 3, so I don't even know where this is going. The Count. Loved the Count. He was one of my favorites when I was a little kid. And another one of my favorites, and I'm going to name him the way Big Bird named him, Mr. Looper.
Mr. Looper, all
right. His name was Mr. Hooper, though, wasn't it?
It was Mr. Hooper, yeah.
And Big Bird called him Mr. Looper for some reason.
All right, so that's your 3.
No.
You can't keep going because you already took 90 of mine. So
no, I've got one more.
Go ahead.
This is actually my number 1, and it's my number 1 because.
What did you do? Auto mention 3, 2, 1.
Yes. So my number 1 is the only one that ever charted on the Billboard. That would be Ernie.
That would be what?
With Rubber Ducky. Ernie.
Rubber Ducky, you're the one.
But my favorite song he ever did was Put Down the Ducky.
Put Down the Ducky.
You got to put down the ducky if you want to play the saxophone.
Yeah. All right, fair enough.
Yeah. So
there you go. I was all right, anyway. So I'll give you an honorable mention. You had one. I'll give you it's 1, but it's 2, or I should say it's 2, but it's 1, and that is Bert and Ernie.
Bert and Ernie, because they were the odd couple.
They were the odd couple of Sesame Street.
Yep. Okay. Mark, I agree with you, but that's actually not Sesame Street.
Hold on, I gotta go to it first. Chuck said, "Ha ha ha." And by the way, and I said this a lot over the holidays. Obviously, I do my Eddie Murphy in Trading Places, and I'm like, "Merry New Year!" It's my combination of Eddie Murphy in Trading Places and the Uncola. Okay. And then Mark Till said, "Animal was the shit," and
that's the Muppet Show.
It's the Muppet Show. It's
a Muppet.
Jim Henson, and it's still there.
But it's not a Sesame Street character.
Because if that's the case, I can do Gonzo.
Oh, God. That opens it wide up there because you got Statler and Waldorf.
Statler and Waldorf, absolutely.
Yep.
Beaker.
Sweetums.
Ralph.
Don't forget Sweetums.
Sweetums. Yep. So that was it.
Oh my God. And and Kermit's nephew.
Kermit's nephew. Kip was a K. Yeah, sort of a K. I'll think of it. Anyway, so my honorable mention is Bert and Ernie. My number 3 is The Count.
Yeah.
Right? I learned to count from The Count.
Yeah.
That and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 10, or whatever it was, or what was the other song they did? I gotta think of it. I'll think of it. And then uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. Learn Spanish, right? I learned Spanish, right? From
The Count.
Not from The Count, from
yes.
But The Count started it out, right?
Yes.
The Count started, right? So what was The Count in drama? My number 2, Snuffleupagus. The fact that nobody saw him and then finally saw him. Same reason you, right? And my number 1 is Kermit because of that reason, and I brought it up here. He was like, because he was basically the only crossover from Sesame Street to the Muppet Show, and then to the movies. He was the
consummate Muppet.
He was the consummate Muppet.
He's the one that when Jim Henson passed, Time Magazine had a photo that was just heartbreaking. and it was Jim Henson's director's chair, and they had the Kermit puppet draped over the back of it, lifeless.
Right.
Basically telling you two important people in America died today.
Sure.
And what, oh God, when there's very few times where a celebrity has passed where I've actually been impacted. And Jim Henson at first didn't quite impact me originally. But if you remember, his funeral was at St. Patrick's Cathedral here in New York.
Yep.
And during the ceremony, the doors open to St. Patrick's Cathedral, and Big Bird walks in and starts singing "It Isn't Easy Being Green."
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't easy for your eyes to be dry when that happened. That was...
Oh, yeah. You're right.
That was a very, very powerful moment. And Chuck, okay, so put up Chuck's comment.
Yeah, he
Again, this is Muppet Show, and that's Rizzo he's talking about.
The little Muppet rat. There you go.
Yeah, Rizzo the rat. And the thing is, Rizzo and Gonzo in Muppet Christmas Carol, they made that whole thing. I mean, Michael Caine, don't get me wrong, Michael Caine really helped on that.
100%. And Brian Bocher says Sesame Street was after me. I was not when it came out, but yeah, but you still knew about it, so you can still
know about it.
You knew about it.
You're the only person I know that says Sesame Street was after you.
He's not that much older. I mean, he's older than us, but he's not that much older.
But it seems like he's ancient compared to the fact that is after him.
I know.
Anyway,
so now I got something for you. All right. Mm-hmm. Who voiced Cookie Monster, Bert, and Grover?
Frank Oz.
Yes, he did. There you
go. Also, Yoda.
Well, obviously that's why I'm saying it to you, right? He also voiced Miss Piggy and Fozzie and Animal.
And Animal.
There you go.
Well, Fozzie Bear was named after Frank Oz. F. Oz.
Yeah. Yeah, F. Oz. Yeah, Fozzie Bear. Yeah.
Waka waka waka.
Sam Eagle too. He also voiced Sam Eagle.
Sam Eagle. Sam Eagle was great in Christmas Carol as well.
Yeah, he was. And then Brian Book said, "I'm old." Yeah,
we know.
Older. You're not old. You're older.
You're just older. You're not older. You're just older than us.
There you go. Not much either, by the way, but yeah, he voiced Frank Frank Oz. Of course, Frank Oz voiced Frank Oz. He voiced Yoda, but my favorite role, and while I love all of those voices,
let's see. Was your favorite role the booking officer in Trading Places?
100%.
Or was it the tax assessor in Blues Brothers?
No, that was good. He was good in that too. He was good in that too. That's probably my number 2. It might even be slipped to 3 behind, like Fozzie or Grover.
Because he was in all of those movies.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, but he was anything Dan Aykroyd was in. Frank Oz
had a role in it. And it wasn't that, it was the director that always brought him in.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name now. It wasn't Zemeckis. It was I forget who it was, but he always brought Frank. Right, he always brought Frank Oz in.
Yeah, but it was fantastic. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Anything else from you?
Favorite musical moment in the Blues Brothers for you?
Oh, please! When they were playing Rawhide and getting beer bottles thrown at them. Absolutely
love that. But I think Think by Aretha.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, look, all of it was good, right?
Yeah.
All of it was fantastic. I mean, I don't think there's a bad musical like.
Oh yeah.
When Aretha's singing, like when they go to get Guitar Murphy,
Guitar Murphy and Bulu Marini.
Right. So that was fantastic. With what's his face?
Don't forget Ray Charles, The Land of a Thousand Dances.
Ray Charles when they're in the music store. Yeah, there's amazing music. I love that.
Did you see this? Did you see the follow up with John Goodman?
I did see it. The Blues Brothers 2000. Yeah.
2000. And what I loved about that one, a lot of people didn't like it, is
I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it.
In the final scene where they have that big band there's Travis Tritt's in that band. Mm-hmm. Coco Taylor is one of the backup singers in that band. Mm-hmm. And anybody who's a big blues fan You know who the fuck Coco Taylor is. But one of my favorite musical scenes from that was that when they did Funky Nassau.
There you go.
Oh, and of course you've got what's his name? The music director from SNL and Dave Letterman, Paul Schaefer.
Paul Schaefer, yeah.
Paul Schaefer was great in that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What's your favorite Blues Brothers song?
Well, the Blues Brothers did it. I've got a soft spot for Rubber Biscuit.
Rubber Biscuit.
Here, I even know. But I've got to say, it's got to be. It's a Sam and Dave song that they redid. What the hell was it?
Soul Man.
Soul Man.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing about Soul Man is you understand in that Belushi can actually sing the blues.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
that they were actually
Soul Man, and a close second. Soul Man's my number one too.
Yeah.
All right. The Soul Man.
Yeah. And
but Sweet Home Chicago's close.
Sweet Home Chicago is really good as well.
Love the Blues Brothers so much. Me and a friend of mine, Kevin, one Halloween actually went as Jake and Elwood.
There you go. So you were Elwood.
Well, duh. Yeah.
Duh. Did you guys write on marker on the back of your fingers?
Hold on. No, you can't see.
Did you have Elwood written on your fingers?
I had Elwood. I had Elwood written on my fingers.
Elwood. Yeah. There was I saw a picture at a.
We actually did karaoke at that party, and we actually sung Soul Man and Sweet Home Chicago.
There was a picture at a what you call it, a Comic-Con. Mm-hmm. It's taken, and they had someone who they were Princess Leia in the metal bikini, but someone had come at Jake, and he's on his knees going in front of her. Mm-hmm. And you have to know the Blues Brothers to get that joke.
Oh, of course, yeah. Well, if she only had a flamethrower while she was in the
and a rocket launcher and an AK.
Yeah.
I got help in traffic.
Oh, you gotta love it. And then Mark Dill just said, and was in Blues Brothers.
He's talking about Brian Boak was in the Blues Brothers?
I think, yeah. Brian Boak said,
you're old and was in the
Blues Brothers. There you go.
It's possible. I think
maybe not. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're going to go talk to Bob.
Blues Brothers?
We're going to go talk to Bob.
Yeah, I think we should. All right. This was a fun show. I like doing this tonight. We got a lot of good
we know it's a fun show because I start doing.
You started drinking some rum, did you?
I started drinking some rum.
And I may or may not. I may or may not have a bottle of this forthcoming.
Very nice.
So
very nice.
Distill it from that. So
this is probably not the best idea considering I got a cardiologist appointment tomorrow.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea.
Well, it's not till 1 o'clock, so that's okay.
Mark Dill said the Rawhide scene reminds me of the Allentown Music Theater PA upstairs. Bring your own cooler and was chicken wired so you couldn't throw bottles at the band. Yeah, I saw Soundgarden open for Danzig back in the day. Oh my God!
Good luck throwing bottles at Danzig.
That's great.
Soundgarden probably wouldn't do it, but Danzig would have come out from behind the chicken wire and kicked your ass.
That's awesome. Yeah, that
maybe not Mark Dill's ass.
That is not. It's not my favorite.
Because Mark is like what 6'8".
Yeah, he's about my. He's about my height. 6'4".
He's a little okay.
Maybe 6'5", 6'4". He's right there. He's right around.
I thought he was like 6'8", pushing 7.
No, he's not that much taller. I can't say that. My son is. Anyway, so as you said before, like my favorite song, Rawhide. Them doing Rawhide in that scene is not my favorite song. It's my favorite song.
Your favorite
scene.
But that's what it's same with me. Think.
Right.
I just love the way that Belushi and Elwood dance with Aretha in that, the way they interact with that.
Yeah, no, you're right. Sure. That is it is really cool. That's a great scene too. That's probably honestly yeah, my top three would have to be Rawhide, Think, and the
Land of a Thousand Dances.
Land of a Thousand Dances with Ray Charles. Yeah,
and I love the opening to it.
Great,
where
it's such a great movie. Now I gotta watch it. I gotta have to watch that.
Where he comes out, and there's that kid who goes trying to steal a guitar, and Ray Charles shoots the wall with the gun, just missing the kid.
That's great. That's great.
I don't know about this keyboard here. It's there's like no action. No action.
5.5. Yeah, he's an inch and a half taller.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, so he's tall.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to say before we sign off on this wonderful show that we did tonight?
No, we already said that we will have, and we can say it. Augie Carton will be on next week. It'll be our annual Valentine's Day show.
Mm-hmm. We'll be doing some pairings for Valentine's Day.
We will be doing some pairings, and I'll figure out we'll all learn after the show what we're supposed to be doing.
The following week, we just waiting for confirmation, but we should have Marty Nachel on for talking about the American Craft Beer Hall of Fame.
That's gonna be fun.
Week after that, we're waiting on our Valentine's Day show guest from last year. Doing another show.
It's very possible.
Show this
Maybe
year.
Announcing something that we're still trying to wrap our heads around. We're gonna see.
We're gonna get that. So that'll be the 20th, and that's gonna be a special Wednesday show.
Yes, because the day before is Miss Jess's birthday.
Yes, it is. So I will be very busy that day. And that day that we're doing the show is actually my daughter's birthday. But she'll be wrapped up with her husband doing things on her birthday.
Wrapped up? Like Kama Sutra wrapped up?
No, just I think they're going to dinner and stuff.
Okay.
Stop talking that. Damn you. Anyway, the week after that, we have New Belgium and Bells. The week after that, we have Founders / Avery. So then we're off a week. Then we have... and
that'll be the week of... St.
Patrick's Day. Yep. We're
you guys have a lot of fun with that. We want to
hear stories. A lot of good shows coming up. So stay tuned. We will enjoy presenting these shows to you as much as you will enjoy having. So on that note, though, we will wrap up the show for today. We want to thank everybody for watching, and for those of you just listening to the audio podcast, thank you for listening. Don't forget to visit our website www.logroom.com. That's LAGERROM.com. And please remember, like us and follow us on all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course, our YouTube channel. All of them are at The Log Room. Remember, we go live with the video podcast on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Twitch every Tuesday night around 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And for those of you who just want to listen to the audio podcast, you can do so on our audio host, Spreaker, as well as iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Odyssey, Audible, Pandora, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, iTunes Music, TuneIn, Podcast Addict, Castbox, Deezer, Podchaser, Listen Notes. Pretty much anywhere you can find audio podcasts, you will find the Log Room Guys Craft Beer Podcast. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to one or more of those feeds, and you will never miss a show. Again, thanks for following along with us. Have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will talk to you next week, folks. Take care. Cheers.
Ciao.